Have you ever wondered how many handshakes would happen if everyone else in the room greeted everyone else exactly once? That simple, curious question leads us to one of the most famous mathematical puzzles, the handshake problem. Instead of counting manually, the mathematicians found a general formula to solve it. This expression is based on the principle that each of the people can shake hands with others, denoted by the formula n multiply n minus 1. But since every handshake involves two people, we divide it by 2 to avoid double counting. This formula, also known as the n-2 combination formula, is one of the simplest yet most beautiful examples of combinatorics, the art and science of counting.
The handshake problem, also called the handshaking lemma or handshake theorem, doesn't have a single proponent like an inventor. It is a classical problem in combinatorics and graph theory that has been studied for centuries. Combinatorics concerns the study of combinations, permutations, and enumeration of elements within a finite set. The roots of combinatorics stretch far back into history. Early forms of counting principles can be traced to ancient China and India, where scholars studied arrangement and numerical patterns for centuries. However, it was during the 17th century that combinatorics began to flourish as a formal field of mathematics. This growth is credited to brilliant mathematicians such as Blaise Pascal, Pierre de Fermat, and Leonhard Euler, who explored problems related to counting, arrangement, and probability. Pascal's works on Pascal's triangle provided a foundation for binomial coefficients, including the n-2 formula used in the handshake problem. Fermat, on the other hand, collaborated with Pascal on problems in probability theory, while Euler expanded these ideas to networks and relationships through his famous 7 bridges of Königsberg problem, which laid the groundwork for graph theory, the same mathematical field that the handshake problem belongs to. So basically, the handshake problem is formed after various studies, but most closely linked to the principles introduced by Leonhard Euler, the founder of graph theory.
Today, the handshake problem and combinatorics in general play a crucial role in modern mathematics and computer science. The same principle once used to count handshakes and now help to solve complex problems involving networkings, algorithms, and data structures. Essentially, what began as a simple question about feelings has evolved into a fundamental concept for studying relationships, probabilities, and connections in the modern world. Imagine this. After years apart, 10 old friends finally meet again. There's laughter, stories, and excitement everywhere. And of course, what the first thing everyone does? Handshakes! Wait, here's the fun question. Everyone shakes hands with everyone exactly once, how many handshakes will happen in total? Let's figure it out. First, let's understand the problem. We have 10 people and we only count unique handshakes, meaning if person A shakes hands with person B, that's just one handshake, not two. Now, let's make a plan. We'll solve it in 2 ways. First is using a pattern, and second is using a formula. In the pattern method, we take step by step. The first person shakes hands with 9 others, the second person has already greeted 1, so 8 new handshakes, then 7, then 6, and so on, until the 9th person shakes 1 hand, and the 10th person has already shaken with everyone. If we add them all up, 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, we get 45 handshakes. Now, let's double check it with the formula. The formula for this type of problem is n times n minus 1 divided by 2. We plug in n is equals to 10, we get 10 times 9 divided by 2 is equals to 45. Perfect! Both methods give the same answer.
Now let's take a moment to look back. Does our answers make sense? Yes, because every person shook hands with everyone else exactly once, and our 2 approaches agree. That means our reasoning checks out. But what if we change the number of people? Let's say there are 6 people. That is 6 times 5 over 2, with a total of 15 handshakes. If there are 12 people, that would be 12 times 11 divided by 2, with a total of 66 handshakes. So the same idea works no matter how big the group is. Now here's a fun alternative. Instead of just solving it on paper, try acting it out. Gather 10 friends and actually do the handshakes. You'll quickly notice that the first person shakes 9 hands, the next 8, and it keeps going down. You'll end up counting exactly 45. It's a great visual and an interactive way to understand how math works. Finally, what does it tell us about math? It shows that math isn't just about numbers. It's about pattern, logic, and creativity. Whether we calculate, visualize, or even act it out, math helps us to see connections in everyday life, even in something as simple as a handshake between friends. So the next time you meet someone new, remember, behind every handshake, there's a little bit of math at work.